Welcome to the Oakville Nuclear Power Plant Bring a Pet to Work Day. Please register all parakeets and pigs with the main desk. Turtle races will be held on the main reactor at 1 o'clock.
Hello, John. I'm so glad I see you here today. What did you bring?
George, what did you bring?
I brought my poodle.
What a beautiful dog. It's a really large poodle. Largest I've ever seen. Been playing in the reactor, has it?
Hey guys, look, I found this in my basement last night. I knew it would bring a pet to work day. Anybody know what it is?
I've never seen one of those before.
It bit me, and, well, it started going green on my hand.
That's ugly.
That's kind of weird. I think it looks like it.
Dad, I'm so glad you brought me to bring your pet to work day. But, Dad, how come you brought me instead of Buddy?
Well, I confused you with the golden retriever, son.
Oh.
Anyway, go see what you can do. Maybe you can go run in the turtle races. Win something
yay.
for your old man.
That sounds like fun.
What's going on?
Dad, what is that?
What's that alarm?
Warning! A barrel of toxic waste has been knocked into an experimental ray weapon. Please evacuate immediately.
Son! Hurry, come here!
Dad,
Posted speed limits may
Dad,
be
help me.
disregarded for the duration of this emergency.
Son, come here!
Dad, help! Dad, help!
Welcome to the brand new installment of Silverdome Radio's Family Hour. I am your host, Thurgood Van Ivers. This week we have a thrilling drama for you, a superhero tale, which we have entitled Alpine Summer. Please, get your family, gather them around the radio or website as the case may be, and prepare to enjoy the stunning, thrilling, heartwarming, heart-stopping adventure we call Alpine Summer.
I didn't always live in Mega Gothotropolis. No. In fact, I was born in Iowa, in a little town called Oakville. We were an interesting little town, but, you know, nothing more than the normal Iowa submetropolis. But something unfortunate happened in my childhood, yes. Something very, very unfortunate. One day, my dad mistook me for the golden retriever and took me to take your dog to work day. Well, actually, I think it was take your pet to work day, but that's a minor detail. Anyway, while we were there, we were having a great time, talking about this and that, race cars and rocket ships. And then an alarm started going off. Everyone was panicking, and I can still hear his last words to me.
Do you hear that?
Yes. Yes, I still hear the alarm. It was going off and... never mind, that's my friend. He never knows how to turn his car alarm off. Lenny! It's the big white one.
I got it. Yeah, thanks.
Yes. I have strange neighbors now that I live in Mega Gothotropolis. I never was able to make a good living for myself. In fact, I'm almost dirt poor. But today, I do special work. You see, because it wasn't all a disaster at the Oakville Nuclear Power Plant. You see, an experimental ray weapon knocked... Yes. What was it again? It was a barrel of toxic waste. It knocked into an experimental ray weapon. It killed my parents, and it gave me superpowers. I can hear far distances. I can hear quiet sounds, and I can even read with my eyes shut. Edwin?
Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Oh, good. I'm on 13th and Elm.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering when you were going to come into work. You have a pile of messages in here, and Janice is going crazy.
Oh, really? No, I thought you took care of those. Okay. Tell Janice.
Sir, I can't. Sir, please come in.
Okay, I'm close. I'm really close. I think I can hear from here. Wow. Okay. I'll be right in. Would you be able to call Don for me?
No problem, sir. I'll do that right now.
Get that taken care of. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.
I lead a quiet life, although my secretary is a little abnormal, you could say. I love this car. It served me for years. and it's got special glass that I can hear out of, so I can hear all the crimes that are going on. I hear something!
Give me your dough!
Stop where you are!
Who are you?
I'm Hearo!
Hearo leapt off the sides of buildings, over cars, and under mailboxes. With his deft ninja skills, he attacked the attackers and bound them to a lamppost.
I am Hearo.
Oh, Hearo? What kind of a name is that?
Well, actually, shh, let me explain. Because I can hear really well, and well, you know how hares hear really well, and I'm a hero, and hare hears well, and I hear well, and so it's a Hearo. You understand?
Are you gonna call it cops or what?
I don't think you should go for this. What kind of superhero are you?
Well, I saved you. What, are you complaining? Yes. I suppose my life isn't always that quiet. I listen to police bands and...
Well, 911 dispatch, we got a house on fire and double time.
Not worth it. Not worth my time.
Elm and Fourth, we got a house on
Ooh, now that one, Edwin needs me.
calling over, it's a robbery on the
Oh gosh, I'm turning this thing off. I feel too guilty.
Alpine Summer will return after this brief word from our sponsors.
Pike said the tiger must be there. My scalp began to prick, and a cold sweat broke out all over my body. But Pike was calm as a May morning. I got a new grip on my strained nerves, and we turned the corner. Nothing but the rocky walls of a winding passage turning slightly downward. A little farther, and we saw a faint glimmer of daylight which became larger as we advanced. It was another entrance, or exit, from the cave on the other side of the hill crest. We emerged among a chaotic mass of boulders where pug marks plainly showed in the soft sand. They were leading outward. I was terribly disappointed, but secretly relieved.
Have you ever been terribly disappointed yet secretly relieved? Well, then you need Dr. Small's denture adhesive for the important times. We now return to Alpine Summer, this week's Family Hour Silverdome radio production.
Hey guys, I'm here.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Did you see the news?
No, I didn't get a chance.
The number of employees at Oakville, you know, the survivors of that disaster?
Yeah.
20 of them have been murdered. 20 have been murdered.
Have they,
No
had any
leads, no
suspects?
suspects, nothing. Janice is working on your reports, by the way, and here's the files you asked for.
Thanks. Hey, Janice, did you finish that email? What about our meeting on... Okay, how about that... Wow. You guys have been busy, that's good. Janice, do you mind me asking... What are you working on?
My memoirs.
Oh. Anything interesting?
Oh, sure, definitely.
It's okay. Are you sure there's not anything else you could be working on?
Well, I took care of it down over the counter. And I'm working on the field report. The template is...
Wait, stop. I hear something. Yes. Edwin? Would you turn your cell phone off when I'm trying to save the world?
You're trying to save the world?
I need to run down and buy some eggs, because I need to have eggs. And
He's
I need...
protein dependent.
Oh, I knew that.
Yes, but it's very urgent, Janice, and I need you to stay here and work on your memoirs. And Edwin, I need you to come with me and get the jet-propelled motorcycle.
Wait, why does he have to help you get eggs?
It's a very delicate job. Edwin, let's go.
And I'm...
Okay, bye.
When they got in the elevator, they were Elliot Burnside and Edwin, but when it reached the bottom after 93 floors, they were Hearo and Edwin. Elliot Burnside leapt into his jet-propelled BMW, and Edwin leapt into his jet-propelled motorcycle sidecar. And they went racing off towards the scene of the crime. Janice was left behind in the office to work on her memoirs.
When I was 12, I had a pumpkin wedged in my throat.
And she kept working. and wondered occasionally why her employer was taking so long to get eggs. 5 o'clock came and went, and she decided to pack it up and go home. So she went down the elevator herself. And when she reached the bottom after 93 floors, she stepped out and onto the bus. Onto her way, not to her own home, but to the tallest apartment building in the entire city. Malevolencio Mansions. She was received there by the doorman.
Welcome, Janice.
Thank you. Could you buzz me up to the penthouse, please?
Pleasure.
And she rode the elevator all the way up to the very top penthouse, where she emerged into the one of the most finely decorated rooms ever beheld in the city of Megagothotropolis.
I'm here! Where are you?
I'm over here.
Oh, thank you, Hearo. So...
Oh, Janice. Janice.
I saw the paper! Did you see the paper? Did you see this? Did you see this article?
What am I looking at?
This one in the middle. Here. Here, see? 20th Oakville scientist murdered.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
How'd it go?
Lovely.
Yeah?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What? What?
How did it go? What details?
Oh, well, I was there with Agnes, and I said, Agnes, you were there at that accident, right?
Uh-huh. And then, oh, did the chloroform work?
Well, I not exactly.
Oh, excellent. That means there's only one more person on our list. And then we will finally complete our noble cause.
Who's her? Her noble cause?
No, our noble cause. There's mine. Or
Oh.
you will complete your
Oh, yes.
noble cause.
Remind me what my name was again? And why?
We've been over this 100 times.
Why
You're
George
not-
Brown is not good enough?
No, you're not George Brown anymore because a rich and powerful man with a successful book contract cannot go by the name of George Brown. So that's why I picked Dr. Malevolencio.
Dr. Malevolencio.
Malevolencio. Say it with me.
Malevolencio.
Yeah, you got it. Exactly. So,
Dr.
You're on track. So anyway, my point is, we are almost completed our noble cause.
Oh, yes. Well, that's wonderful.
I know! So, the next guy on the list is my erstwhile employer, one Elliot Burnside.
Oh, I've looked forward to killing him.
You okay?
Sorry, just got a little... I've been working on my accent,
Yes, that's good.
like you told me, but, you know, I don't think the old laughing guy is really working all that well.
I don't know, it sounds pretty good to me. I mean,
But when I answer the phone, this is Dr. They laugh at me.
see, I think you need a secretary. Everyone needs a secretary.
But what if they actually get through and I actually have to talk to them?
Well, just be evil. Be Dr. Malevolencio.
I am Doctor.
Do you want to get that or shall I?
You get it. You get it. I can get it to the phone. No.
Hello, this is Janice.
Janice, where are you?
Oh, I'm at home. Sort of. I'm at a friend. That is not to say a friend's. I'm working on this project with this guy. It's totally non-suspicious, I guarantee you. Anyway, there's this thing that I have to do with this guy. We're here working on it, on my free time. 'Cause it's after 5.
I see. I just wanted to let you know. I'm sorry it took us so long to get the eggs. There was a long line.
Oh, that's fine. No, I understand. I've been in a few long lines myself.
Right. Well,
One time at Disney World, I really wanted to get on Space Mountain.
that's great. Wait a second, Janice.
I am
Who is that?
Dr. Malevolencio.
No, it's not
I
Dr.
am
Malevolencio.
Dr. Relevant.
No.
Janice, did you go into Malevolencio Mansions?
Well, that's where he lives. Not lives, works part-time as a security guard
Really?
planted by the police.
I see. So he's a government employee.
Right.
Trustworthy. Okay, that's good. I just wanted to make sure,
FBI, top-level clearance.
That's
totally.
good. I'm glad.
Yeah. So, I gotta go now. Thanks for calling. I'll see you next time.
Okay.
telling him again? I'm getting tired of this.
No. Okay, let's focus. Let's review. Focus and review. Okay, review time.
Review.
Whose fault was it that the Oakville power plant exploded? Let me hear you say it.
Mine.
That's alright. And why was that exactly? Your script?
Oh.
Say it clearly.
A rabbit was exposed to nuclear radiation which altered his DNA and...
Let's just go back over that. A rabbit. Whose rabbit?
My rabbit.
That's right.
Which caused it to grow out of control, with which it knocked over a barrel of toxic waste into an experimental ray weapon that killed some people and made a big mess.
That's right. A very big mess and a lot of dust, and it's all your fault. Do you want anybody to know it was your fault?
No.
And you know what? That radiation could still have some negative effects. What if some people were like mutated and acquired superpowers and became supervillains who then tried to take over the world and kill people even?
My book sales would plummet.
Exactly. So we have got to kill all of the survivors so they can't kill anybody else.
Especially Elliot.
That's right. Very good. Now let's practice our evil laugh together.
The next day, shortly after 5 o'clock, Elliot Burnside got into his BMW
Man, what a day. It's crazy.
and turned on his favorite radio station.
Oh, yes. XDP, extemporaneous radio.
To have fragile bones, and they could be hurt in the recapturing process.
I don't know what this guy's thinking. I honestly don't know.
And he started up his car,
Well, you need to
started
talk to the
cruising
French
down the
government
streets
about that.
of
I mean, not the French
Megagothropolis.
government, the Chinese government. Sorry.
Not the French government, the Chinese government.
All he was looking forward to was going home, drawing a nice hot bath, and getting out his the ends of the earth and reading more about that tiger.
I'm really enjoying that story about Pike. He's my hero.
Then suddenly, out of the blue, a body landed on the top of his car and started pounding on the top.
Okay, either there's a possessed goose that just fell on my car, or I'm getting hijacked!
Suddenly a hand came shattering through the skylight, and a pink blur dropped down and flipped him over into the back seat. And she, suddenly, as she reached around, she tried out a pink blindfold over his eyes. And she turned off the radio. She sped through the city streets.
And narrated her own action as she drove and drove and drove.
Without warning, his mouth and nose were covered in a strange smelling cloth. The world spun and went black. When he awoke, his eyes were covered.
So you're finally awake, are you?
Who are you?
Well, let's just call me Miss Evil Personified.
I feel like I know you. I think I recognize your voice.
No, we've never met before. Except in your worst nightmare.
That's okay. Where am I and why am I tied up?
Frankly, you don't want to know. But what I can tell you is that if you just sit there, be good, it's a good thing your eyes are covered so you can't read the escape instructions on that computer right here. Just sit right where you are. It'll all be over soon.
The mysterious, unrecognizable fiend walked away. But little did she know that Elliot Burnside was no ordinary man. He was Hearo, with the ability to hear the slightest sound at great distances, and
I can read with my eyes shut. Oh my, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. The pull for the trapdoor is 3 inches from the left hand. Okay, there's the pull. 1, 2...
But just then, he heard the footsteps returning, and another set coming with them.
We're back!
Yeah!
It's kind of like that animal resin accidents. A little more.
Yeah.
Okay, from the diaphragm. Are you quite ready?
Yeah, perfectly ready.
Cause we're going to kill you.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. Do you think we could postpone it?
Can we postpone this?
Are you quite certain he is the last one?
He's the last one.
The last one of what?
The last survivor of the Oakwood incident.
It's Oakville. Oakville.
Oh, Oakville,
You
sorry.
wrote a book about this.
I know.
Wait, who are you?
Janice, explain.
He said my...
Oh, wait, oh, Janice?
No, wait, no.
There's a lot of people in the city named Janice.
But you sound exactly like my secretary, Janice. You've been double-crossing my back.
It's a...
Just take off his blindfold. There's no point anymore.
It's a very popular name.
Janice, that won't be necessary. I can read with my eyes shut. I know where the lever is. Bye.
No.
And he plummeted down to the basement.
He's gone.
Go after him! Go after him! No, not that way!
As he reached the bottom, Edwin picked him up in his jet-powered motorcycle sidecar.
Are you alright, sir?
I'm okay. I took a little fall, but it was only about 20 stories.
Okay,
Okay, let's
get
go.
out of here.
And they sped away. And as they drove, Elliot Burnside, also known as the intrepid Hearo, filled Edwin in on the salient details which he had just learned.
I just learned that some crazy doctor and my secretary Janice are plotting to kill me, along with all of the other people that were at the Oakville Nuclear accident.
Why?
I'm not sure, but we have to get away and we have to report them.
But we have to find out why.
Oh, Edwin, you're always the intellectual one. I suppose so. Let's turn around the car.
And so they raced off to their secret laboratory, buried deep within the heart of the mountains. After Janice had reascended the 20 stories, she met back up with Dr. Malavencio.
Well, I know where he's headed.
How do you know this?
I had a brilliant idea. I attached a tracking device onto the back of his shirt so we can track him to his secret laboratory in the mountains.
But if you know he goes there, why do you need the tracking device?
So much less dramatic.
And so they jumped out of the window and landed in the escaped helicopter.
I love this thing.
Let's go.
Where do you guys want to go there?
The secret laboratory in the mountains.
Okay, what kind of mountains there?
The Alps, of course.
Okay, here we go.
And so off they flew into the sunset, into the mountains.
Piece of junk.
So they walked the rest of the way. 3 months.
Janice, I'm getting tired.
Just keep walking. We're gonna kill the very last Oak Tree, Oakville employee, and then there will be no one left who knows about it, and I will be the only person left with superpowers in the entire world.
I didn't know you had a superpower.
Just then, Hearo stepped out from beside a boulder.
Janice, I don't think you'll be the last superhero because I can do rabbit attack.
She ran away! But she ran down the mountain and hid behind a boulder.
Come back here,
Suddenly,
you.
the boulder glowed pink and rose up in the air, and then hurtled down at him. And it crashed down just inches away from him as he dodged away with rapid speed.
How come I don't have a superpower? I was
Edwin
there.
came racing down the hill in his jet-powered motorcycle sidecar.
Here, get it, quick.
He almost ran over Janice.
Am I
suddenly,
the only one?
The sidecar itself turned pink and started lifting off the ground.
Get out!
So they leapt off onto the side of the mountain. The sidecar crashed down almost on top of them.
Get you, my pretties. That's the last thing I do.
Oh, no, you won't. It was my rabbit.
This is how I killed your father. This is how I'll kill you too.
Wait, what rabbit?
And so soon, glowing pink boulders were hurtling through the air towards Elliot Burnside.
Oh, you won't get
Also known as
rabbit
Hearo.
attack.
Doctor,
Janet,
what rabbit are you talking about?
Janet dodged out of the way.
My rabbit was the one that went and hit the nuclear button that made the whole planet explode.
Glowing pink.
Your rabbit?
Yes.
Rabbit attacks.
So why?
Back and forth!
I'm curious, why are you killing all these people?
You won't be the last superpower, Janice?
Well, because I don't want there to be a bunch of supervillains.
There won't be a lot of supervillains. You're turning yourself into a supervillain.
Yeah,
I mean, when you look at it, it's really not that bad. I mean, it was your rabbit, yeah, but...
Yeah, well, I mean...
So this whole thing about superheroes, I don't get it. I'm not a superhero.
Well, neither am I.
Well, so what's the big deal?
Well, we don't want people with superpowers to go and take over the world.
Well, what if we have superpowers?
Why don't we?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, look at that! My thumb! I'm double jointed!
That's gotta be a superpower.
You're darn right!
I could hold my breath for a whole, 5 seconds. That's gotta be a superpower.
We have superpowers!
So Janice isn't the only one with superpowers.
No, she's not.
What did you just say?
He's double jointed and I cannot breathe for a while. We're superheroes.
Yeah, and I can read with my eyes shut.
Wait a minute. All three of you guys have superheroes?
Yep.
I can't take on all three of you at once.
That's right.
My thumb will teach you a lesson you won't forget.
Yeah.
Can't do anything without your money, Dr. Malevencio.
My name...
And I could read you like a book with my eyes shut.
My name is George Brown.
I'll get you all.
And as she was raising up a giantest boulder of all with her glowing pink power, a giant rabbit came racing through. A woolly rabbit, the likes of which had never been seen, picked her up in its snuffling nose and huffed off down the mountain.
Must have been crossbred with a lemon.
Wow.
Like that.
Well, we can all go back up to my cabin. It's a beautiful time of year.
Yeah. It's a great Alpine summer.
And so, the three superheroes, one long-standing and the other two newly discovered, went up to the cabin in the mountains where they enjoyed together the most tranquil and delightful, supervillain-free Alpine summer. This concludes this week's Family Hour production, Alpine Summer, a superhero tale of superheroic proportions. Our cast today has included Jason Cunningham,
You'll never survive again!
Danny Mays,
I won't say it again. I can read with my eyes shut.
Garrett Rukuchi,
Here's your files, sir.
Janice, and of course, I am, as always, your faithful host, Thurgood Van Ivers. Thank you for joining us. We have greatly appreciated being able to present you with this drama. Please enjoy the rest of your day.
This show was recorded on January 4th, 2006, and our recording concluded at 11:07.
Is it really 11:07?
11:07.
And it's the Rose Bowl, and I'm missing the national
Yeah,
championship.
You
Garrett's-
are a hero!
I
A
know.
hero among men!
He's been whining about that for
Garrett
time.
missed
Didn't
the
that get
Rose Bowl.
rained out? Okay,
Yeah, they rained out the
never
Rose
mind.
Bowl.
We started at 7 o'clock this evening.
It's
Yeah.
worth pointing out that this show is unique and it has the best
Outtake.
outtake ever.
Yeah,
down.
pretty
Which we
much.
want to provide for you now.
So, do you want to redo it?
No, I just want Jason to paste it in right now, so I'm gonna leave a little gap
Like
in case
now?
that can work.
Like,
Now, like,
Do you want me to put all the nows at the end of the clip?
no, just everybody be quiet.
What happens is
Because here it comes.
Because,
Wasn't that great?
yeah, it was
that
hilarious.
was, wow.
Oh, love that.
I can't believe you made me paste it in like that. What do you think I am?
An
Mr.
editor.
Wizard.
The computer geek.
You are the genius.
Yeah.
Well,
The soul carrier
Remember, you're
honor.
double jointed.
You can
No,
stop.
no,
That's true. You
double
are double
jointed.
jointed, which is pretty cool.
You are like none other. You are like Nimrod, a mighty hunter.
A Nimrod.
No,
What?
like in the Bible, like in Genesis.
Well, see, in case you haven't been paying attention, Nimrod means something a little different now.
Oh, so you're rejecting the
Bible?
Never mind. He's
Well,
not. He's good, Danny.
no,
yeah, it's okay.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway.
So
So
if
this
you
is post-show
enjoyed the
notes.
show,
Yeah, so this is post-show notes.
Yeah.
Any notes you want to add into this post-show note segment?
Hi, Mom.
I also want to note that we tried
My
to
family
shake things
doesn't
up
listen to
by
this. Mine
having
either.
me play the villain and Danny played the hero. We tried to get everyone in a role they weren't familiar with. It hardly worked. I went back to being my wimpy self.
Janice
Danny
was Janice.
is always the hero. Janice was Janice. I also want to note that David Somerville was in the show playing.
But you just don't.
Wait, I wasn't playing.
So who
Well,
was
I think
playing?
I did one of the voices. I did the.
You did one of the guys
at
in
the
the beginning.
beginning.
At the very
Oh
beginning,
my
one of the
God, I
guys. in the
forgot.
I was here.
He was.
But
he was
mostly I just
Fox.
sat in the back and ate Cheetos.
Yeah. He was.
And I laughed really hard at that outtake.
That was pretty good.
All right.
Oh, we hope you
and
enjoyed. We hope you enjoyed the commercial. That was a real book.
Oh, yeah.
David just opened it up. What's it called again?
Sued for copyright
Ends
laws.
of the Earth by Andrews. What happened was we randomly picked a book in a section.
Like Jason honestly closed his eyes, grabbed the book. David opened it and started reading from the first, and it was
that
absolutely hilarious.
Oh my gosh. We
So
picked the
good.
music though. That wasn't in the book.
Yeah, the music was.
All right, so that's post show notes.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Bye bye.